by Vittorio Zunino Celotto, Getty Images. The 2018 Cannes Film Festival may be light on in-competition estrogen, but on Sunday evening, Kristen Stewart, Cate Blanchett, Ava DuVernay, and Salma Hayek stormed a literal medieval castle atop the city to celebrate one of their own, filmmaker Patty Jenkins, whose galvanizing take on Wonder Woman grossed over $800 million at the global box office. Well, the women did not storm the castle so much as elegantly teeter to the top of Suquet Hill in stilettos and waist-cinching couture. Once they were seated inside for Women in Motion's annual Candlelit Gala, with windows overlooking the twinkling town and port, thunder cracked, and the downpour began. The day before, the five women had taken part in a protest of the festival's astonishing gender gap with a show of solidarity staged on the Palais red carpet steps. Having wrapped her Cannes jury duty for the day, Stewart reflected on the previous evening's event, to hear the statistics out loud, spoken from the mouth of someone like Cate, and then to look down the steps and see everyone together. I just thought how lucky I am to exist today. And to be honest, we all are lucky to be here today. Conspicuously, the mostly male-helmed competition films at the festival this year have failed to make much of an international splash with reporters and critics. Instead, it has been the women, taking part in the festival in whatever capacity they can, who have been making waves. In addition to the Palais demonstration at the charged premiere of Eva Hussen's Girls of the Sun on Saturday, Stewart, Blanchett, and DuVernay stood by as three festival artistic directors signed a gender parity pledge on Monday morning. Both Blanchett and Hayek have spoken at length to press about equality. And Penelope Cruz stunned reporters after her premiere of Everybody Knows by revealing that she was, get this, paid equally to husband and co-star, Javier Bardem, on the film. At the Women in Motion dinner, in front of guests like Isabelle Huppert, Catherine Deneuve, Agnes Varda, __Kajanin, and Leia Seydoux, Kering CEO. François-Henri Pinault kicked off the evening by praising the bold women who broke the silence in Hollywood. We are on a path of respect, justice, and gender equality. The remarks inspired a surprising groan and eye roll from my table mate, a white, male, European talent manager in his 50s scheduled to leave Cannes the next day. They are glorifying the victims by talking about them so much, he huffed, before asking the waiter to hand over a bottle of wine for the table. He proceeded to complain about the many female-centric events at the festival this year. I'm just so sick of this, my table mate said. Don't get me wrong, I have a daughter. I love women, but it's too much. When Jenkins took the stage, as if reading the perturbed male guest's mind, she said, we've heard so much this year about all of the terrible details and statistics, all the incredibly depressing truths. But tonight, I want to talk about the future. Wearing bright red in a sea of black, Jenkins continued, Cannes has always been a place for celebrating unique stories and different kinds of people, but that has not been true of our mainstream film industry. Not that my seatmate heard the director's speech, he had used her time at the podium as an excuse for a smoke break. Storm be damned. Based on the current glut of reboots and remakes, Jenkins said that Hollywood clearly thinks it has exhausted original narratives. For thousands and thousands of years, all kinds of people in all kinds of parts of the world have told stories to entertain each other. Now, just over 100 years in the film industry, we think we've run out of stories? How can that be? The solution, she said, is that Hollywood must let other voices and perspectives be heard. Speaking about the palpable tidal shift in the industry, Jenkins continued, I am so excited that a day is coming where people who are anything other than one type don't have to make a movie about being that one type or about otherness. I can't wait to see everyone expressing who they are in a story. Once Jenkins accepted her award, my seatmate returned to the table, refilled his wine, and proposed a toast using the Scandinavian word for cheers. You know the meaning of skull, right? He asked. Without breaking for an answer, he proceeded to recount the myth that Viking warriors drank from the skulls of their fallen foes. Another thing about Vikings, he continued, turning to me in a hushed tone, is that they used to mark their territory, when they would pillage new towns, by raping the women. So they wouldn't plant flags, they would plant their DNA, he chuckled, his cheeks flushed from the wine. How clever is that? The manager then checked his watch to see how long the event was extending. For him, it seemed, this new can could not end soon enough. Get Vanity Fair's HWD newsletter, sign up for essential industry and award news from Hollywood. Full screen photos. Cannes Film Festival 2018, the must-see looks at the premiere of BlacKkKlansman on May 14 wearing Greta Constantine. Photo, by Stefan Cardinali, Forbes, Getty Images. At the premiere of BlacKkKlansman on May 14 wearing Givenchy. Photo, by George Pimentel, Wire Image. At the premiere of BlacKkKlansman on May 14 wearing Chanel. Photo, by George Pimentel, Wire Image. At the Martinez Hotel on May 14 wearing Ralph. At a photo call for jurors on May 8 wearing Stella McCartney. Photo, by Mike Marcelant, Wire Image. At a photo call for jurors on May 8 wearing Chanel. Photo, by Arthur Mulla, Envision, AP, Rex, Shutterstock.